Hello students, welcome to the another session of bookkeeping and accountancy, not for profit concern. In this session, we are going to study what is income and expenditure account and how the balance sheet of not for profit organization is prepared. And we will also see some of the adjustments in NPO. This is the receipt and payment account, which we studied in the earlier session. Its left hand side, that is the debit side, is called receipt side, and the right hand side is called payment side. Payment side indicates all the payments made during the year, but payments may be of revenue nature or of capital nature. Similarly, receipts are also of revenue nature or of capital nature. Out of these receipts and payments, only revenue receipts and revenue expenses are to be recorded to income and expenditure account. Only revenue expenses and only revenue incomes, that is the expenses which are recurring in nature, for example salary paid, electricity paid, rent paid, interest paid, these are the expenses which are recurring in nature. These are to be recorded to expenditure side of income and expenditure account. And all the revenue receipts like rent received, interest received, commission received, these are the revenue receipts which are to be recorded to income side of income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is a nominal account, and it records only the revenue aspect of receipt and payment account. Income and expenditure account is similar to the profit and loss account. Income and expenditure account is prepared to find out surplus or deficit of the business during a financial year. If income side is more, then there is surplus, and if expenditure side is more as compared to the income side, then there is deficit. Surplus and deficits are transferred to capital fund. If there is surplus, it will be transferred to the capital fund, it will be added to the capital fund, and if there is any deficit during the year, it will be deducted from the capital fund. It records all the cash items as well as non-cash items during the particular accounting year. Let us now have a look at all the possible items of income and expenditure account. Very first item is salary paid. If you observe in this specimen, salary paid is given and another adjustments are also given. While totaling, we will consider this outer column amount. If in a question salary paid is given, so it may be the salary for current year as well as for previous year and for preceding year. So we have to add or deduct the outstanding and prepaid salary for current year and for previous year and for preceding year, and then the final amount, that is the net amount, is to be considered while totaling. So this is the salary paid during the year. Add less adjustment items. These adjustments part we will see afterwards. Next, wages paid. Next, printing and stationery. If you observe, all these are the items which are recurring in nature. You have to pay for these expenses again and again. If you purchase building, you purchase once. It is a capital expenditure and it is recorded to balance sheet asset side. But salary, you have to pay every month. Electricity bill, you have to pay every month. So all these expenses are recurring expenses, and all the recurring expenses are recorded to expenditure side of income and expenditure account. Next is rent paid, interest paid, conveyance paid, rates and taxes, insurance premium, audit fees, other expenses, telephone or mobile expenses, medicines, sports material consumed during the year. Here opening stock and additional purchase is given. So last year's closing stock you have to use in the current year. Therefore it is recorded as material consumed opening, add purchase during the year, and the stock which is not used, it is deducted from this, and only the stock used in this particular year is recorded over here. This is the stock of any material, say material of sports material or stationery. These are to be recorded to balance sheet, as we are going to use this material in the next year. Next is repairs and maintenance, electricity charges, newspapers and periodicals, sundry expenses. See, all these are cash items where you need to pay in the form of cash or check. But loss on sale of asset, depreciation on fixed assets, these are non-cash items. Let us have a look at the income side. First is subscription received. Subscription is the amount paid by the customer towards his membership. So it is the income for the organization, say for example library, gym, or any other charitable trust. So all these are incomes to this organization. Next, rent received, interest received, dividend received, all these are receipts. Government grants received by the organizations are the incomes. Ground rent received, sundry receipts, entrance receipts, entrance fees received, admission fees, donations. See, in the last lecture we discussed there are two types of donations. One is general donation, another one is special donation. If it is general donation, it is to be treated as income. If it is special donation, that is the donation for a specific purpose, then it is to be considered as a liability. So we have to record special donations to the liability side, and if it is general donation or nothing is mentioned, we have to record it to income side. Profit on sale of asset, all these are incomes made by the organization during the year. If expenditure side is more, that is the debit side of income and expenditure is more than the credit side, that is than the income side, there is deficit. And if the income side is more, then there is surplus. Surplus will be added to capital fund and deficit will be deducted from the capital fund. Let us now have a look at the balance sheet of NPO. Balance sheet is a statement of liabilities and asset of any organization on a particular date. The balance sheet of any NPO is similar to that of any profit-making organization. So there is no such difference between the balance sheet of NPO and balance sheet of any other form of business. Balance sheet indicates only the capital receipts and the capital expenditures. If there is any revenue expenditure like salary, it will go to expenditure side, that is to the income and expenditure account. If there is rent received given in the question, it is revenue receipt and it will go to income and expenditure account, credit side. But if it is a capital receipt like loan taken or sale of machinery, these are to be recorded to balance sheet. Loan taken is liability. Sale of machinery is deducted from machinery. purchase of furniture is capital expenditure. It is to be recorded to balance sheet asset side. Balance sheet indicates the financial position of any business on a particular date, usually at the end of the year. Excess of assets over all liabilities is known as capital fund. If we deduct all the liabilities from the assets, then the balance is equal to the capital fund. So we can say the excess of assets over the liabilities is equal to capital fund. Let us discuss all the items of liabilities and asset side. Very first is capital fund. In profit making concern, there is capital of sole trader or capital of partner is given. But in NPO, capital fund is given. Next, building fund, endowment fund, tournament fund, special fund, charity fund. So all funds indicate the liability side. Next, creditors, bank overdrafts, any loan, any outstanding expense, pre-received incomes, all these are liabilities. Coming to the asset side, cash at bank, fixed deposits, investments, sundry debtors, land and building, furniture and fixture, plant and machinery, equipment, playground, motor vehicle, library books, stock of sports material, stock of stationery, stock of drug, loans and advances given to someone, accrued interest, that is the interest due but not received, prepaid expenses, outstanding income or any income receivable. All these are assets. If you observe, these are current assets, these are fixed assets, these are loans and advances given. If in any question capital fund, opening capital fund is not given, then we have to prepare a balance sheet. We have to deduct all outside liabilities from all the assets. The balance will be capital fund, and this is transferred to current year's capital fund. Let us now have a look at some of the adjustments or additional information given in the question. Very first is outstanding expense. As discussed in the final account of partnership firm, outstanding expense, first effect you have to add to concern expense, and being liability you have to record it to balance sheet liability side. For example, outstanding salary, add to salary, balance sheet liability side you have to record as outstanding salary. If it is outstanding rent, first effect add to rent, second effect balance sheet liability side outstanding rent. Add to the outstanding concern expenditure, and second show outstanding to balance sheet liability side. Next adjustment is prepaid expense. The treatment effect for this adjustment is same as in final account. If it is prepaid, first effect deduct from the concern expense, and second effect balance sheet asset side show as prepaid expense. Next adjustment, accrued income or outstanding income. It is the income which is not yet received, income receivable. First effect we will add to the concern income, second effect we will record it to the balance sheet asset side as outstanding income. Next adjustment, income received in advance or pre-received income. First effect deduct from the concern income. Say for example, rent received in advance. So we will deduct it from rent, deduct from the concerned income, and second effect we will record to balance sheet liability side as advance income. Next is subscription received in advance and outstanding subscription. If subscription is received in advance, it is something like income received in advance. So we will deduct it from subscription received and we will record it to balance sheet liability side. If subscription is outstanding, that is not yet received, then we will add it to subscription, and second effect we will record to balance sheet asset side. Depreciation on fixed assets. First effect, deduct from balance sheet asset side from the concerned asset, and second effect we will record to expenditure side of income and expenditure account. That's it for the day. Practice income and expenditure account, the balance sheet, and the adjustment explained till now. In the next section, we will continue with the adjustment part and some of the objectives on this topic. Thank you.